friend of the show, Marcus Thompson, reported that the Warriors, at least their players, are saying, hey, yo, check this out. We want Bradley Beal in the squad. Make it happen. That's our top choice. Figure it out. I don't care if you gotta part with Wiseman, you gotta part with them picks. Do it. We want Bradley Beal on the team. Is there a fit there? Do you like that if that happens? I mean, this is a report basically saying, not saying anything of the sort that Bradley Beal wants to go to Golden State. It's more of like Draymond and Steph and all the players would like to see Bradley Beal on the roster. What do you feel about that? And if Bradley Beal were to go to the Warriors, what do you think?
Sign me up. I'm a believer that Bradley Beal anywhere is a fit. He's that kind of player. Can play with it in his hands and create and make plays for himself, but also, as he showed you this year, can play off the ball and still eat effectively. Probably be more efficient. If you put him in a situation with playmakers, like Steph and Draymond and the type of system that they run there in Golden State with the player movement, Clay coming back as a shooter, space in the floor, another guy with super high BBIQ. I am a believer that works. I mean, I don't know what you're suggesting. Other than Wiseman, you'd have to get up to get that done. But purely from
probably Wiseman, the picks, Andrew Wiggins' contract. Wiggins' contract. And some future picks, I guess.
I'm in. If you gave me Clay, if you said I'm starting with Clay, Steph, Bradley Beal, and Draymond, sign me up.
Just find a center. Figure it out. Like, what do you think? Find a center.
Yeah, anybody. Hey, you know who'd be a great name for that team? Great name for that team would be the dude you were talking about going to Phoenix. You just talked about him on an old
Dwight Howard
roster. Yeah, like just keep chasing rings, bro.
Yeah. I mean that they would have Dwight at the perfect time where he literally just got to just throw him lobs. But he's older. Can he be a sturdy starting center the whole season though? I'm not saying like his body's in great condition right now, but he also is older. I don't know what he's like year 16, 17, something like that.
Yeah, but you've always played that by committee though, as a franchise. Like for the last 6 years, that position's been played by committee in Golden State, right? Like there's not like Zaza was the guy, JaVale was the guy, but there were always a two-headed monster minimum, right? There was never like a mainstay there.
Yeah, I remember my first year on the beat, they had JaVale McGee, they had Zaza Pachulia, David West got some minutes there. Like it was just, yeah. Would it make Golden State a contender? Yeah, would it make them a finals contender, a championship contender?
Yes. It puts them squarely in the conversation to be back. Now, obviously, you got to get the pieces around them right. Like we're going to have to find the center, right? And you guys show me there's a little bit of depth on the bench, but you're talking about your top four.
Brooklyn got there. It was, if they didn't have injuries, they would have gone to the finals, in my opinion. They didn't have, and that's the comparison because you're so top heavy.
You have four of the top five players at their respective positions probably in the NBA right now. No, can we make that argument?
Who's that? That's Steph, obviously.
Steph, obviously. Bradley Beal.
Obviously.
Yes. Clay, a healthy Clay.
A healthy Clay is a top five guard in the league. And listen, man.
Draymond, a power forward.
Draymond, and this is the team that Draymond can thrive on. You know what I mean? The guy where he doesn't have to score. He's just facilitating, getting people involved. Perfect.
Great point.
Would you rather have right now, and I think I know your answer, but just for the peeps, would you rather have Bradley Beal or Ben Simmons if you're a Warrior?
Bradley Beal.
It's not even a question, huh?
It's not even a question. Because you just gave, like you answered it before you asked it, right? You put Ben Simmons out there. You can't have two dudes out there that can't score. And right. I don't mean can't, but I mean that are more interested in doing other things than scoring. Right? Like you for Draymond and the way that whole offense moves, you put another prolific scorer.
Do you think that crazy? I'm going to be messy right now, and I know you love when I'm messy.
I like that shit.
Do you know when? Do you think that if they do get Bradley Beal, it's a overcorrection for not trading LaMelo Ball, for not drafting LaMelo Ball? Do you think that that's just like, yo, we probably should have gotten it, and we got our guard because we honestly should have gotten a guard to begin with? Or am I just tripping right now?
Tripping, but. you can't rule that out. I don't think they're. No, I think Bradley Beal is one of those dudes that if you have a chance to get him and you see the fruit getting lower and lower on the tree, like it's gonna fall off. I mean, you do what you can do to get him, especially again for a team like Golden State that plays the way they play, the style they play with such a creative point forward like Draymond, like it's just a good fit. So I think no is the answer to that.
I'd agree with you. Let's talk a bit this on the Bradley Beal side, right? Because we've said this earlier in the season. I feel like he's just reached his ceiling at in DC, man. Just like once you just get to a point, like they're not going to build a contender around you. They've proven that time and time again that they're just not going to do that. And it's cool. It could just be an amicable trade. I feel like it'll be all no love lost on like both sides. I think they'll be fine if they just trade Bradley Beal. Do you think it's just time right now for them to just get it done? Just hurry up and just get it done.
Yeah, get it done. And Bradley Beal, I appreciate. We said this a long time ago. I appreciate you not being that dude. I do. There's part of me that appreciates, hey man, this is where I'm at. I'm gonna be the best in the role that I can be given the circumstances. But there's also a part of me that understands that career goes by really quick. And, I talked about on the last pod, you get to the finals in 2001, you think it's every year, you look around and it's 2014, you're like, what, wait, what happened? So wasting time in a place where it's not going to happen, I also can appreciate not doing that. And Bradley Beal, it's time to go. It is time to go. And, Washington, go ahead and hit the reset button. I would feel terrible for Russ if he's left there holding the bag because I'm a Russ fan. But Bradley Beal served his time. It's time to get out.